To commence here at the Western Oval for the Reserves Grade Division 2 Grand Final, Bobby Beattie raises the ball to commence this final term. East Belmont enjoying a 2-point advantage.
Right, the bounce of the ball favours Hetherington. East Belmont thumps the ball wide. Dendel couldn't get a good play. Paslick comes through the centre of the ground there. He might have hurt himself too, the big fella, but the kick out here. Schroeder gets it for East Belmont. Kicks the ball forward, down towards centre half forward. Underneath the ball, East Belmont couldn't take the mark. Thumped away by the defensive Thompson. Thompson get the ball out wide, where we see Walsh overrun the ball. Come out to McDonald. McDonald handballs the ball wide into a nest of East Belmont players. So, lucky free kick there, I think, to East Belmont.
Played it well, the old veteran, yes. Jeffrey Fitch.
Yes, he did. He kicks the ball in towards the centre, where we see Perotta take a mark, and right in the centre of the ground for the East Belmont side. Now Perotta kicks the ball down, straight down the ground he goes, straight home, and Walsh pushed his opponent out. Oh, it's going Walsh's way.
Well, I didn't quite see who infringed first there, but unfortunately the Thompson Tiger was captured by umpire Robert Beattie and has been penalised.
Right, Walsh now coming in. This is where he had the shot just before half-time from. I think he's learned. Yes, it's a lovely kick. Lovely kick from the boot there of Heath Walsh. He kicks his fourth and a very handy 12th goal for East Belmont. Yes, a good goal to start the final quarter. We've been going 1.5 minutes into the final quarter, brought to you by Guest Video Production, where we see East Belmont on 12 goals, 880, enjoying an 8-point lead over Thompson, 11 goals, 672.
Well, it just gives the East Belmont Lions a little bit of a breathing space here. Early stages of this final quarter. 1.5 minutes gone, and East Belmont get the first 6-pointer of this final term.
Right, the bounce of the ball in the centre. A good bounce too. Up they go. Hetherington taps it down, kicked off the ground there by East Belmont. Picked up in defence by Thompson, kicked out towards Anderton. Anthony's leg, but coming in to give him support here is a teammate. He kicks the ball down towards the forward line. Oh, nice pick up by Cordello. He steadies and bang, a beautiful goal there by Dominic Cordello. Brings up his 4th goal and brings up Thompson's 12th. And how'd he do down there on the forward line? At the 2.5 minute mark, we see East Belmont go to 12 goals, 880, leading Thompson 12 goals, 678.
And Johnny Mitchell giving a bit of support there for Dominic.
And I see the emergency umpire out there speaking to East Belmont player there in Michael Johns.
Well, Michael Johns has played a few senior games this season for East Belmont, and he's going to have his work cut out for him this afternoon. There's the umpire, that emergency umpire, back out there in his ear again.
Yes, the emergency umpire being on the fence like that allows the other two to keep the game flowing. Right, the bounce of the ball in the centre, a lovely bounce. Up they go. Hetherington thumps the ball out again, but no one gets advantage. Picked up here. Thompson, Pazalic gets it. He comes through the centre. He's still in there fighting for the ball. The umpire's letting it go. Now he's moved in and will ball it up.
Well, 3.5 minutes gone of this final term. And as we've just mentioned, 2 points in this great grand final of Division 2 Reserves Grade football.
Right, thumped forward by McDonald for Thompson. Goes down with the fullback coming out there. Nicely trapped there, though, by Thompson. The ball goes wide to Ramia. He can't control the ball. The players slipping and sliding on their far side. Thompson coming straight through the pack. Handball it up in the air. Thumped towards the boundary line. Picked up for Thompson and driven forward down towards their half-forward line. And a free kick paid down the ground for unduly, I would say, rough play.
Yes, he was dealt with, Mr. Rowbottom, after he got rid of the footy. So Thompson going to attack now. Going up there looking for Johnny Mitchell, who was sandwiched there. And, well, you can see that Rod Cunningham on the mark was suggesting he was going for the footy. But the contact was made, and I think you'll find that the umpire there was right in his decision.
Right now, Thompson coming in, 45 metres out from goal. He's backing himself here. Kicks the ball high towards the goal line. Up they go over the back of the pack for Thompson there, trying to take the big mark. Number 10, was it?
Number 40
Number 40,
Mr. Anderton.
Couldn't, and the ball goes through for one behind. Takes East Belmont now to 12-8-80, leading Thompson 12-7-79. Right, the fullback for East Belmont thumps the ball, a beautiful kick too, 65-70 metres out towards the half-back line. Schroeder gets it for East Belmont. Scrambly play here, handball out by East Belmont into the open. They've got the ball running. McDonald for Thompson. thumps it back at Schroeder, gets it, kicks the ball down towards centre half forward. Bit of jostling there, over the back of the pack, Thompson in defence come through, kick the ball back towards the centre. The ball eludes Schroeder, thump forward by Hetherington. Gets Povey to Schroeder, an underground hand pass in the back of the Thompson player, and McDonald playing a good game here for Thompson this afternoon. Thompson a little bit stiff not to get the advantage there because the ball went out to a teammate out there all on his own.
Very poor hand pass there by Corey Povey, a little bit too casual.
Yes, it was the submarine one. She went underground. Right.
Well, Damien McDonald doesn't mind though, Barry, does he?
No, kicks the ball down towards centre half forward. Anderton out in front, couldn't take it. Thumped away with Thompson in the van. Oh, they run into each other. A quick kick forward by Smith for Thompson. Picked up by Wilkins for East Belmont. Handballs the ball wide where we see going for the ball there is Bride. His handball back to Wilkins, close to the boundary line. Wilkins taps the ball back in. Picked up here by Ramio for East Belmont, kicks the ball down, but a mark taken in down there by the big fella for Thompson. Handballs wide to a teammate on the run round the wing. Kicks the ball down towards the forward pocket. Players set themselves up in front, and mark not taken. Coming through is for Thompson. A long handball to a stationary player, and the player who handballed in John Mitchell was decked after he took handballed that, and the free kick goes down the field.
He doesn't look too good, the old veteran, Johnny Mitchell.
No, East Belmont giving away too many free kicks down in the forward line of
They've got to play football if they want to win the premiership here this afternoon, because that's what Thompson are doing. And the kick from McPharlin, I think you'll find, he split the woodwork here at the Western Oval, and the Thompson Tigers hit the lead.
Yes, it's the first time for the day too, Ron, and at the 7-minute mark of the final quarter, brought to you by Guest Video Productions, we have Thompson now going to 13-7, 85, East Belmont 12 goals, 8-80.
Well, this is going to be a real test of character. We've got Rod Cunningham too, the dashing defender for the East Belmont Lions, coming off the ground. And coming on, we see number 58,
Frost.
Glenn Frost.
Right, the ball back in the centre. Bounce of the ball favours Pasalic. He thumps the ball over. A quick handball by Thompson. Get the ball out of the centre. They kick the ball down, but there's no one down there for Thompson, and coming out and taking a mark. Oh, and 50 metres, I would say. Bad play there by the Thompson, John Mitchell. Thumped the ball out of the East Belmont player's hands after he'd taken the mark, and 50 metres is the result.
I think Johnny was just squaring the slate from the previous incident, do you think, Barry?
Yes, but you don't give a 50 metre away when you're that close to goal.
No, a little bit of undisciplined football by Johnny Mitchell. As you see that East Belmont now going to attack, and a well-judged overhead grab there has been taken by Peter Ramey, the dashing wingman. Goes short. This is dangerous football to Sneller. Now there's an opportunity for the Thompson Tigers. We see that Dempsey kicks the ball long to the outer wing. The bouncing ball now sits pretty awkwardly there for Jimmy Cheetahs. He's still in there fighting for the football. Traps it. Knocks it on forward towards his goal. But again, we'll see another throw-in take place. Out of side, half-forward flank, 70 metres from the East Belmont goal.
Free kick. Free kick.
Well, I didn't quite pick that one up, Barry. It must have...
Neither did I until I saw the umpire signalling it, just see.
Well, Jimmy Cheetahs doesn't mind, because he's got an opportunity now to drill the ball supposedly down to the forward line, but he kicks into the man on the mark. Still gathers 20 metres, has it bounced to the racehorse. Steadies now, pops the ball around the corner. Corey Povey traps it sweetly, runs his full turn, pops it on the left foot.
Yeah.
But, well, pretty poor footy, and has kicked the ball over the line and on the full, and the Thompson Tigers can take a sigh of relief.
Yes, Povey's done some good things here this afternoon, but then he's done some flashy things and brought it good play undone. Right, Bailey now thumps the ball back out from the defence down towards his half-back flank. Pasalic couldn't take it. Nicely trapped there for Thompson, and kicked forward by Gardner. Round the wing, the bouncing ball over the top of the East Belmont player who's held without the ball. He played for that and got it, and takes a resultant free kick out on the wing. Play goes on, kicks the ball straight in towards the centre to a leading teammate there in Jeff Fitch. Fitch plays on quickly, goes straight down the ground. Players set themselves, thumped away by the defence of Thompson. Coming through, they kick the ball back, but just back to Fitch. Waits for the ball to bounce, thumps it forward. Picked up here for Thompson and kicked down towards the centre half forward. Thumped away by the East Belmont defence. Good play by East Belmont here through the agency of Matheson. Gets the ball down to the half forward line, but a nice mark taken by Humphreys for Thompson. Humphries kicks the ball wide out here, looking for Anderton, who comes in half-hearted, in my opinion, and didn't take the mark. Perotta gets it, kicks it down to Schroeder. Schroeder all on his own, takes a mark, plays on, thumps the ball down towards the 10-yard square. A lovely kick too. Over the back of the pack, Thompson rushed the ball towards the boundary line. They pick it up, they kick the ball back towards the wing. Anderton this time gets it, plays on quickly, runs towards the centre, kicks into Pasalic. Oh, good play there by East Belmont through the agency of Sneller, but unfortunately the Thompson defence are there again. Get the ball, kick it down towards centre half forward. Backwell in front, being held there for mine, but no free kick paid. Players dive on the ball and the umpire will move in and ball it up.
Well, the defence at the present time, especially that half-back line for the Thompson Tigers, they're well on top early stages of this final quarter.
Yes, Thompson have come to life since halfway through the third quarter. A nice bounce. Pasalic up again, thumps the ball out wide, but Romeo runs onto it for East Belmont, slips at the crucial stage. Handballs to a teammate, another handball to a running teammate, sees the ball with handball come down to Sneller. Sneller now kicks the ball, spears the ball down towards the full forward line. Bailey there for Thompson, trying to get this ball out. Handballs out nicely to Humphries. Humphries kicks the ball around the wing, and Pasalic out there again. Quick handball from that mark. Sees Thompson come away from the half-back line. The bouncing ball in the centre of the ground, picked up by Thompson in the centre, has one bounce, running across there to his teammate, too wide. Anderton gets the ball, good twist, blind turn, steady, shoots for goal, down there to a teammate. Oh, pushed and shoved and everything, and the umpires let it go, and 1 point is the result.
Heart-stopping stuff here at the Western Oval, and well, the Thompson Tigers now have moved on to 13-8-86. They're 6-point leaders over East Belmont, who are 12-8-80.
And that is at the 12-minute mark of the final quarter here, brought to you by Guest Video.
Well, what's Gordon Matheson going to do, the fullback? He's decided to go straight down the corridor, the spiral torpedo. Looks to Jeff Fitch, but can't take it. Good football from Jimmy Cheetahs, knocks the ball on. Michael Johns comes through and has a bit of a windy woof and is infringed there on his opponent. And Richard Preselick now takes the free kick for Thompson. Kicks long. McFarlane in front, can't take the chest mark. Fitch is there working hard for his side as well. Spills now where we see Perotta get a quick kick. McDonald can't trap the football, but Smith can. Screws the ball back to centre half forward, but I think you'll find numbers there for in East Belmont's favour, but they've really mucked it up. They get the ball out now to the direction of Sneller, who looks as though he's been moved from centre half forward to centre half back. Look at him go, the racehorse. He's had 2 bounces, 3 bounces, breaks 1 tackle. Now you better bounce the ball, old son. He does. Kicks long. That's the order of the afternoon, but there's nobody home for the East Belmont side. But Dendel, can he pick the football up? He slips at the crucial stage. Now he gets his footing, gets it back to Schroeder, pops it onto his right foot. I think you'll find he snapped a great goal for the East Belmont Lions and has levelled the scores.
That's Schroeder's first goal for the afternoon, and we're at the 13-minute mark of the final quarter, brought to you by Guest Video, where we see Thompson on 13 goals, 8-86, East Belmont 13 goals, 86, and dead level here in the last quarter, as I say, at the 13-minute mark.
Well, we won't have to come back next week, Barry.
That was a good play by Sneller out there. Took the ball from the half-back flank, had 3 bounces, come across the centre, and then a nice kick straight down the ground.
Look at the crowd there enjoying the hospitality of the Geelong District Football League, as we see now that Perotta can't take the football. Povey misses it well, but Smith can. Trap it, goes to the half-forward line. Coming across there was Frost. The bouncing ball sits sweetly for him. He now steadies. Kicks up there, but there's nobody home for East Belmont.
Now there is.
Oh, yes, Povey traps it, but no, he's lost dispossessed. Damien McDonald ran into all sorts of strife. Povey's in there also was Mickey Gann. Very desperate football here at the present time, as we see that Backwell now traps it, kicks it over the shoulder. The bouncing ball now favours the big arms there of young Johns. Now the Gona kicks off the carpet, and I think you'll find that Peter Ramia now in control of the footy, but it's desperate stuff here at half forward for Thompson. Preselick slaps the ball onto his left foot. The bouncing ball now sees, John slips at the crucial time. McFarland a little slow, but is good enough to get the hand pass out. Direction of Anderton. Anderton now steadies from 20 metres out, shoots it, goal. I think you'll find he'll get another opportunity. And Michael Johns, the back pocket player, I tell you what, is under the microscope of his coach, I would suggest, because that's the second infringement he's given, and when it's only 20 metres from goal, could be a very costly error.
Yes, Ron, any score now is a good score, because even if they can kick a point and then get it back up there for a goal, 7-point advantage means the East Belmont have got to get 2 scores to win.
Well, let's have a look now and see if Anderton can capitalise here. Hasn't kicked a goal as yet, the drop punt. I think you'll find he's just offline, and again, a minor score.
And at the 15-minute mark of the final quarter, brought to you by Guest Video Production, we have Thompson now go to 13 goals, 987. East Belmont 13 goals, 886. As warming up on the sidelines here, we have big Rodney Cunningham look as though he's coming back onto the ground.
Well, has recovered from that leg injury. As we see now that Gordon Matheson, again, the drop punt this time, goes straight down the corridor. Fnl flies but can't take the football. Great play by Jimmy Chudas. Taps the ball onto Peter Ramia. Goes long to half forward, but in front and will be paid the mark. Yes, good umpire.
Very slow with the whistle.
Great grab taken there by Andrew Brown at half back for the Thompson Tigers. Goes short and finds Jimmy Humphrey. Humphrey now kicks long up there to the half forward flank. In front back, well, can't take it but traps it well. Hits the ball on, but it's well sharked there by Frost. Kicks the ball back from whence it came. Roadbottom now caught with the football and should be penalised.
Yes, no talking there by the Thompson players. The big fella now in Hendrickson, is it? Gets the ball, kicks it down towards centre forward, but in the way there's the Thompson defence again. Right, handball by Thompson coming off this half-back line. Kicked the ball wide out here towards the wing. Oh, lovely mark. He chipped in front of Perotta there to take that mark. And this is...
Mickey Gann.
Gann, is it? Gann now kicks the ball out towards the half-forward line looking for Cordello. Pushed in the back, Cordello for mine. The ball hits the turf. Good shepherding here. Sees Thompson get the ball. Handball there. Ball spills to the ground. Oh, Williams has scored very high. Oh.
Well... wasn't a bad tackle either. I think the umpire was just trying to keep the ball going, and fortunately for East Belmont, it's gone their way. And Mickey Johns now kicks the ball up there looking for Perotta, but knocks the ball away, does Perotta. He got sandwiched there. We see that being held without the football from mine.
Is the evener up in mine?
Yeah, I think you'll find that was a pretty... the umpires indicated a high tackle, but that was not right. Well, right. Damien McDonald doesn't mind because he's going to kick the ball along the half forward. Pack of players fly. Oh, Wilkins could have given a free kick away. Got to be a free kick there for mine to Jeffrey Fitch, who was ridden into the ground. But the umpire has suggested he'll have a bounce on half forward, members side of Western Oval, some 55 metres from the Thompson Tigers goal. We've gone 17.5 minutes of this final quarter, Barry Walker.
Right, the bounce of the ball picked up here for Thompson. They try to run through the pack. A handball inboard. East Belmont now desperate in defence. Get a quick kick towards centre half back. Trapping the ball there nicely was Dendel. Runs through the centre. Now he's had one bounce. He steadies in the centre of the ground. Chips the ball across to a teammate. Runs through the 50-metre line. Steadies. Has a flying shot for goal, but it's all Thompson back there. And a nice mark taken for them in defence by Bailey. Bailey now kicks the ball out here looking for McDonald. He sits under the ball on the 50-metre line. He's played a great game since half-time for Thompson. And on the 50-metre line, the half-back flank goes back to take this kick. Right. McDonald now, a wobbly kick around the boundary line. Players set themselves. Up they go. East Belmont all up, no one down. Thompson get the ball. A quick handball out to Anderton. He has one bounce. Well shepherded there. Nice shepherded. Anderton has two bounces, three bounces. Steadies now. Thumps the ball down towards the forward line. Players set themselves. Oh, what a mark. Oh.
Umpires let it go.
Oh, gee.
Well, it doesn't matter because Cordello's had a quick snap at goal. But I think you'll find he's offline, and Kevin McFarlane is pleading to the umpire about the effort. And I must admit, Kevin, A for effort, son, but, well, you've got to hang on to him.
Well, I thought he juggled it about 4 times for mine. Right, the kick in from full-back taken quickly, and a nice mark taken out here for East Belmont by Sutherland. Sutherland now over the top to Hetherington. Hetherington's kicked down towards the centre wing. Players set themselves. Schroeder over the back. Taps the ball over. Runs on to himself. Has one bounce. Has two bounces. Running through the 50-metre line. Steadies. Kicks the ball down towards the forward pocket. Comes out close to the boundary line. Over and out. And we'll have a throw in. Getting back to that point kick by Thompson takes him to 13-10-88. East Belmont 13-8-86, and that is at the 19.5-minute mark of the final quarter.
Well, anybody's game of football here for the premiership of the Division 2 Reserves Grade 1990 season. As we see the ball back into play, it's well done there by McDonald again. Well, it's sharked by Heath Welsh, the goal sneak. Shoots the ball on his right foot, but I think you'll find he's offline and... yes, through for a minor score. Mirko Sneller is encouraging the goal umpire that it was a 6-pointer. But unfortunately, the goal umpire is not that silly, Mirko.
I think anything that's close, the players will want today.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Bailey now thumps the ball back in, a lovely kick, 65, 70 metres out there to the half-back flank. Over the back of the pack, it's all East Belmont. Romeo with a handball inboard, puts a player under the hammer. He handballs wide to a running teammate out there on the half-forward flank. A chip kick in towards the pocket, too wide, out of bounds on the full, and Thompson to take the resulting free kick.
Well, 1 point separates these two sides in the 1990 Geelong District Football League Division 2 Reserves Grade Grand Final. Thompson now kicked the ball long. It's a lovely kick too. Looking up there for Backwell, who's done a good job also for his side.
No one here.
Kicks long, but there's nobody home for the Thompson Tigers. The bouncing ball sits finally for Rodney Cunningham. Kicks now to the member side. That's the attacking side of the ground too. Puts Gordon Matheson under pressure, and he went through strongly and took the wind right out of McGann's sails. But Anderton's there, feeds off the hand pass. But Matheson's there again, the veteran. Feeds off the hand pass to Perotta. The ball, will it sit for him? No, it won't. Matheson keeps running through. Good pressure on the opponent.
Down the field.
Matty Gardner's got one. And Corey Povey given the free kick away.
And where that ball landed, there was 5 East Belmont players and not 1 Thompson. Bad play there by Povey.
Well, here's an opportunity for Thompson. Right. And coming onto the ground, we see that Laurie McGovern comes on. And Mickey Gann isn't too good after that heavy blow with, or hip and shoulder, I would suggest, with Gordon Matheson. But let's go back to the footy. Mr. Anderton, 30 metres out, 45-degree angle. I think you'll find he's hooked it slightly and is offline.
Yes, bad miss there by the Thompson player at the 21.5-minute mark of the final quarter. We see Thompson now 13-11-89, leading East Belmont 13-9-87. And he's not very good, that player that's just gone off. Right, the kick in from fullback, out to the far side, out to the half-forward flank. Players jostling out there, comes down near the 50-metre line. In there for Thompson, battling hard is Mitchell, and the umpire will move in and ball it up.
Well, time ticking away for the East Belmont Lions. The ball is on half-forward for the Thompson Tigers. The bounce now sees Priscilla get up high and thump it forward. Glenn Frost working very hard for East Belmont, throws the ball out, but it goes straight to Thompson. Now we see Gardner on the left foot, shoots the ball back to the teeth of gold, but the ever-reliable Matheson. Oh, he's collared though and put down after he got rid of the ball. Play goes on. Cordello shoots at goal, but is offline and another minor score.
Takes Thompson now to 13 goals, 12-90. East Belmont 13-9-87. Thompson have wasted their last 2 opportunities to nail this game, Ron, in my opinion.
Well, they surely have, and well, Matheson this time has gone short, and Murray Hetherington makes a good lead and takes an easy uncontested chest mark. At half-back, kicks long. That's the order of the afternoon too. Or used his body well there was Sutherland. He's going to be penalised for a little bit too early. And Thompson now, through the agency there of Mr. Marr, kicks the ball long.
There it is again, up that end, but he was strong enough to take it.
Yeah. Great mark from Kevin McFarlane, the full forward for the Thompson Tigers. He's kicked one, decides to go short. Got a lead there for Mr. Backwell. And the big fellow, Jamie Backwell. He's kicked 3 goals this afternoon. He's now kicking from 40 metres out directly in front. And one would suggest this just about could be the sealer.
Yes, we're into red time here, Ron. It's a 23-minute quarter plus time on. Right, the kick now from Backwell. A high kick towards the goal. Floats across, I think. Only one behind. And another miss here for the Thompson side at the 20... Just on 24-minute mark of the final quarter. Thompson go to 13-13. 91, East Belmont 13-9-87, and that's brought to you by Guest Video Productions. Right, the fullback goes straight down the centre this time, kicks the ball out, up they rise, over the top of the pack that's picked up here for East Belmont, trying to get the kick around the corner. Here's a go for him now if they run onto this ball. Schroeder it is. He traps the ball here. Oh, it bounces
well, it bounced there cruelly for him. And
I couldn't get it out. Right, the kick back towards the centre, and Cordello takes a nice mark right on the centre wing for the Thompson side. He's cramped, I think, too, has he?
Yes, well, so he should. He's been pretty active up forward for the Thompson side today. He's kicked 4 goals and worked very well for them all day as Dominic Cordello. Just slowing things down a little bit too, I would suggest.
Yeah. Oh, a stab at that ball to Pizalik. He couldn't take the mark, but he'll be in there again. Dives on the ball. They're over the back of him. Tries to get the ball out. He kicks it out while on the ground. They're still in there. Kick off the ground by McDonald, and the ball goes over the line and out of bounds. Big Pizalik's cramped too. Picks himself up. Right, the throw in. Up they go. Paselic up high. Thumps the ball forward for Thompson again. Into the running path of Backwell. Going down there towards the half back line. Staging for a free kick and not being paid, I don't think, for East Belmont was Cunningham.
Well, we've been travelling 25.5 minutes of this final term, and there's 4 points in it, Thompson's favour. The ball now spills to where Glenn Frost caps the football. Kicks long, but look where he's kicked it, straight down the throat there of young Rowbottom. And Gavin Rowbottom now, I would suggest, should take his time. He's got Michael Smith at centre-half forward, but decides to kick long, and it's a beauty. Oh, McFarlane nudged his opponent out there. No free kick forthcoming. And there it is. The siren has sounded, and congratulations to the Thompson Tigers, premiers 1990 of the Geelong and District Football League Division 2 Reserves Grade Grand Final.
Yes, with a final score we see Thompson 13-13-91, East Belmont 13-9-87, and to see Thompson play the first half here this afternoon, Ron, you would not have thought they'd have got back into it. But full credit to Thompson after half-time. They've come back and won the game. East Belmont gallant in defeat. A few costly mistakes by players with kicks further down the ground, I think, ruined their chances. And as you said, congratulations to the Thompson Football Club on winning the reserve grade final here this afternoon.
Well, Barry, we should be back very shortly to do a summary of the reserves grade grand final, where Thompson Tigers have ended up winning by 4 points, with goal kickers and best players, and of course the guest video, Reece Plumbing Best Performer Award. Well, the president of the Geelong and District Football League, Neville Whitley, announcing and presenting the Premiership Cup to the captain coach of the reserve grade Thompson side in number 21, Damien McDonald.
Like to say bad luck to East Belmont. Our players, we fought all day, we're behind. We showed we're a good side. We won at the end. And I promise one thing to Johnny Mitchell, that can't bear another
Well, the Thompson boys, there he is, the veteran, Johnny Mitchell. Good luck to you, son. He'll be having a big night, I would suggest, tonight, especially if they can pull off the double here this afternoon with Thompson playing in the senior side here against Bannockburn this afternoon.
But really, thanks very much, fellas. It's been excellent.
Well, Johnny will be enjoying the refreshments there from Damien McDonald. Well, Barry, I think what I'll do is quickly go through the goal kickers for the Thompson side first of all, the premiers of 1990. 4 goals to Dominic Cordello, 3 goals Jamie Backwell, 2 goals apiece to Kevin McFarlane at full forward and Mickey Gann, singles to Matty Gardner and of course Tommy Anderton. For the East Belmont side, Heath Walsh kicked 4 goals, 2 goals apiece to Mirko Sneller and Dale Sutherland. Also Peter Newton, the captain coach. Singles to Jimmy Cheetas and Glenn Frost and of course Steve Schroeder. And commiserations I must pass on to Peter Juice Newton. Again, runners-up 2 years in a row. Best players, Barry?
Well, I'll do the East Belmont ones first. I thought Corey Povey tried hard for East Belmont. Jeff Fitch, when he came on from the interchange bench. Mirko Sneller played quite a good game. Heath Walsh with his 4 goals played well. And then we had Glenn Frost down on the back line playing well. Romeo on the half-forward flank or on the wing, whichever it was, played quite well. And Schroeder was another good player for East Belmont. Also was Wilkins, number 5. For the victors, Thompson, I thought Cordello with his 4 goals on the half-forward line after half-time played quite well. Damien McDonald, strong player all day for the Thompson side. Going down the line a little bit further, Jamie Backwell gave him a bit of bite early in the game. He went out of it for a while but came back into it. The Rowbottoms, Gavin and Brendan played quite well. Mickey Garn, until he got injured there in the last quarter, did quite a good job for the Thompson side. Also in the ruck, Richard Pasalic. He did a mighty job for him here this afternoon, right from the word go. Even when Thompson were down, I felt that he was battling there for the Thompson side. And
he's a real go. 4 consistent quarters, wasn't it, Barry? And
yes.
Actually, he won the award last year as well.
Did he?
Yep.
Well, we haven't announced who's won it yet, Ron. You're jumping the gun.
I am I?
Yes.
Well, how good a judge am I?
He stole our thunder, Paul. Yes, no. For 4 good quarters, and I mean good quarters because to me, even when Thompson were down, he was one player that was battling his heart out there in the centre of the ground at the centre bounces. And the guest video production Reece Plumbing Award for the best performer in the Division 2 Grand Final this afternoon between Thompson and East Belmont goes to number 51, Richard Presalik. And I hope I've pronounced your name correctly, Richard.
I'm sure you haven't. Richard won't mind because he's going to be the proud recipient of our lovely embossed glass mug, and I'm sure that Richard will be enjoying a couple of cold cleansers out of that this evening. Well done, Richard, and of course to your other 19 teammates here this afternoon. Congratulations, the Thompson Tigers, 1990 premiers of Division 2 of the Geelong District Football League.
Well, this has been Barry Walker.
And of course, Ronnie Bryan, hoping that you've enjoyed this coverage.